What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode, episode number 6, and we start today's episode off with another game against a Welsh club. This time it is against Swansea City. We're away from home here at the Liberty Stadium in Wales, but it is a Capital One Cup game, so we've won our first two Capital One Cup games. We beat West Brom in the second round 3-2, we then beat Southampton by 2-0 at St Mary's, and now we take on Swansea here at the Liberty Stadium for the fourth round. And Swansea, of course, the holders of this competition. They beat Bradford, I think it was 5-0 in the final last season. So Swansea and Michael Laudrup, the holders of this competition. So we came into this game expecting the worst, but expecting the best team of the competition last year. So taking on Swansea is going to be a difficult game here. But in the first few minutes, Nathan Dyer collects the ball here, gives it to Angel Rangel. And again, my defending is just so poor, isn't it, out wide? Just cannot seem to defend at all. Cross comes in, Boney's header hits the post, but he gets the ball back and ends up putting the ball into the empty net. So Boney makes it 1-0 and then brings out this very bizarre goal celebration. So 1-0 to Swansea here, and I was thinking, oh man, it's all over. The Capital One Cup dream is over. The holders are going to go on to retain the tournament. But Hisi Olsen break through down the centre, play a wonderful ball through to Billy Sharp here. Sharp's shot is well saved by Vorm, but there is the rebound, and it's Gary Hooper. This guy is just always in the right position to get the ball into the back of the net, and Hooper, improving his England chances of every game, puts the ball into the back of the net on the 11th minute, and number 11 makes it 1-1 here. So Swansea 1, Norwich 1, but he sees Billy Sharp get played through. Nice turn to get around Chico Flores, but the former Southampton man, his shot was hit the post, and Swansea managed to clear the ball. So still 1-1 here. But in the 21st minute, you see Ashley Williams here give the ball away. Great challenge by Pilkington. It comes to Sharp, who plays a wonderful ball through back to Pilkington, who got back onto his feet quickly. He's tussling with John Joe Shelvey, can't really get away from him, and that's why his shot was well saved by Vorm. He was off balance and couldn't really get a clean connection. So still 1-1, and that's how the first half ended. But straight from kick-off in the second half, Bradley Johnson goes down the right-hand side. He's trying to outpace Boney. Not an easy thing to do, but he chips the ball inside to Gary Hooper, takes aim on a half volley, but his left foot shot goes into the side netting. So still 1-1 here. But in the 52nd minute, Billy Sharp, who was playing very well, goes down the right-hand side, crosses the ball into the far post. It's headed away. It comes to Johnny Howson, but Swansea managed to clear it. Only as far as John Joe Shelvey, though. It comes to Nathan Dyer here. Dyer loses out to Johnny Howson. What a challenge. Comes to Hooper, great ball inside to Billy Sharp. His shot is well saved, but again it's a rebound goal from a Billy Sharp shot. It comes to Robert Snodgrass this time, and Snodgrass puts the ball into the empty net. So Swansea 1, Norwich 2. Looked as though we were on course to knock out the hosts here, but John Ruddy, well, you've seen this before against Arsenal. A terrible kick out. It comes straight to the opposition. Leon Britton collects the ball. What a backheel. This is by Neil Taylor. It comes to Pablo Hernandez, and the Spanish forward puts the ball into the back of the net. So 2-2 here, and we just threw the game away. Sorry, did I say forward? I don't know what I just said there. The Spanish man makes it 2-2 anyway, and it's Swansea 2, Norwich 2. But he's in the 87th minute. Boney's free kick goes wide of the post. Real good chance there for Swansea to steal the ticket into the next round there, but Boney, his shot goes wide. But in the 88th minute here, you see Snodgrass play a wonderful free ball to Gary Hooper here. Hooper with a nice ball roll, cuts inside against Ashley Williams, takes aim with his left foot. It just whistles wide of the post. What a chance that was. So unlucky from Hooper to get his second goal of the game. But it does finish Swansea 2, Norwich 2. So as this is a Capital One Cup game, we go into extra time here at the Liberty Stadium. So we have another 30 minutes of football to be played. And in the 101st minute, Nathan Dyer collects the ball here. His shot is well blocked by Daniel Ayala, but the rebound shot is well saved by John Ruddy. Flew out to his left-hand post to make the save there, and he keeps the score at 2-2 as we were still level here in the first half of extra time. But from that resulting corner, it was Pablo Hernandez who turned provider in this game, because he crosses the ball in, and it's a great header by Jordi Amat to make it 3-2 to Swansea. So unfortunately for us, we were behind again, and yeah, Swansea 3, Norwich 2. Not good news for us, but even so, straight from kickoff, we collect the ball here. It's Danny Fox who collects the ball, not Danny Fox. That's the Southampton player, I can't remember his first name. But anyway, the ball comes to Robert Snodgrass, who plays it to Ryan Bennett. Bennett back to Snodgrass here. Robert Snodgrass cuts past Chico Flores, but he wins the ball. Gives it straight to Ryan Bennett though. His header finds Fox. Fox acrobatically plays the ball through to Gary Hooper. Lovely touch to get around the goal scorer Jordi Amat. And how about this for a finish? This is what I love about Gary Hooper and Billy Sharp. They are so composed in front of goal, and their finishing is fantastic. Great finish by Hooper. That's 2 goals for him in the game, and he forces a penalty shootout. So the first first one of the series, and I was not looking forward to this because my penalties. I mean, I was good at penalty shootouts in the last series, but even so, I was not feeling very confident in this game, and was not feeling very confident if we can knock out the holders on penalties. It was always going to be a difficult task, but it was a penalty shootout, and after all these tired legs, 120 minutes worth of football, it was going to be interesting to see who would succeed from 12 yards. But Wilfred Boney gets us off to an underway. A good start there. A good penalty by the Swansea man to make it 1-0 to Swansea. But Gary Hooper had already scored 2 goals in normal time. Scores again here from the spot. Good finish, sends Michel Vorm the wrong way. So 1-1 as things stood. But Pablo Hernandez, who also scored in normal time, stepped up here, but ended up blazing the ball over the bar. So a terrible finish by the Swansea man, and the score is 1-1, but we have the advantage if Robert Snodgrass can put the ball away here, and he can. Michel Vorm dives the right way, but he can't get his hand to it, and we take the advantage here at the Liberty Stadium, 2-1 on penalties. But he sees Nathan Dyer step up against John Ruddy. He sends Ruddy the wrong way, and that makes it 2-2, so back on level terms here. But Michel Vorm needed to start saving some penalties, and Fox then stepped up next. And what does the Fox say? Well, the Fox says that's a fantastic finish. Great finish by Fox, and that makes it 3-2 to Norwich. So we stay in front here. De Guzman then steps up here, and John Ruddy makes an absolutely fantastic save. The trailing left arm comes out, and he pushes the ball wide of the post. So we have the chance to win it here. After converting all our penalties so far, and Swansea missing 2 of theirs, we have the chance to win it with Johnny Howson here. It's Howson who steps up against Michel Vorm. Can he finish? You bet your life he can. Vorm does dive the right way, but he can't get anything on it, and Howson makes it, well, he puts us through. That's all you need to know. We converted all of our penalties. I thought it'd miss at least one, but no, we converted all of our penalties. Fantastic news for us, and we go through to the next round, the Capital One Cup. We're through to the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup, and why don't you guys comment below? What team do you think will be facing in the quarterfinals? Comment below and tell me what team you think we'll be facing. So that'll be interesting. But anyway, we have another player conversation here. It's Martin Olsen saying thanks for continuing to pick me. I was like, no problem, mate. And unfortunately, we also got a training injury here, and Andros Townsend is going to be out for 2 days, which means he will miss the game against Manchester City. But as we enter a new month here, we have a look at the league table, and again, looking very decent. We're still in 10th place, haven't moved, and we've got another win to add to our collection. Still only been beaten once in 9 games, so that's very good news for us. So we sit in 10th after 9 games, and I'm pleased with this start. You know, only 1 loss is very, very encouraging. But even so, here is a squad report. Take a look at how the players are developing, and seeing what attributes they are increasing in. Once again, a reminder: this will start coming out at the start of every single month for those that are wondering when you will see the squad report. But yeah, it's looking pretty decent. The players looking very good. I don't think there's anyone losing stats at the moment, so everyone's looking decent, and it's good news for us. Of course, in January, I will like to strengthen a little bit more. You know, maybe, again, you know, we did bring in Sean Morrison, but even so, maybe bringing another centre-back that's okay. But I'm not sure where else we can improve, really, because the whole squad looks really decent. You know, maybe some players like Fox. Oh, David Fox. That's his name, not Daniel Fox. That's the Southampton player. But yeah, maybe a centre midfielder, maybe a winger. Don't really need to improve the striker area. The fullback area is strong, and we've got a very decent goalkeeper in John Ruddy. So maybe the midfield area, but we'll wait and see what happens in January. But even so, we do take on Manchester City for the first game in November here at the Etihad, and you know, we've been doing fantastically well in the league, as I've been saying. We've only lost once, and that was away at Spurs in the 3rd game of the season. So coming here, I was actually feeling quite confident coming into this game. I was thinking, you know, we could probably steal away with a point here. Maybe not all 3 points like we did against Arsenal, but probably a point. You know, that's quite a realistic aim, really. But of course, here's a look at the league table, and here's a look at Manuel Pellegrini's Manchester City lineup. You'd also notice that, as you saw at the start a couple episodes ago, there's no Aguero for City anymore. They've replaced him with Benzema, which is kind of annoying to see those unrealistic transfers being made. But even so, I mean, it's one of those things, really. But anyway, we do take on Manchester City here, and after a really boring first half, nothing happened. City started really brightly in the second half, and in the 48th minute they had their first goal. Samir Nasri connected onto the back of that fantastic through ball, and the Frenchman makes it Manchester City 1, Norwich 0. So a poor start to us for the second half. But in the 70th minute, he see Michael Turner collect the ball, play that wide to Johan Almanda, who finds Teddy. Teddy finds Van Volsvink, who finds Almanda. What a ball through this was to Nathan Redmond after a nice piece of passing. Redmond comes through, one touch, and how about this for a finish from the young man? Nathan Redmond stuns Manchester with a fantastic finish, and it is Manchester City 1, Norwich 1, Redmond with the goal. What a fantastic finish that was by the young winger. But until 15 minutes to go, Negredo plays the ball through to Yaya Toure. His shot goes into the side netting, and Toure holds his hands on his head. He knows that was a golden opportunity. But Benzema, the new signing from Real Madrid, does come on here for Manchester City, and unfortunately for us, well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? It is Benzema that gets the goal, and it is the winning goal as well. Benzema gets the only other goal in the game, and Manchester City go ahead and steal all 3 points. They did have a good chance here in the last minute. Benzema once again, it was well saved by Ruddy, but it did finish City 2, Norwich 1. So only our second defeat of the season. You know, quite a decent performance. You take the positives out of that game. We may not get a point, but take the positives. We were able to score, and we only limited City to 2 goals. United couldn't do that. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.